Hey, this is Ike. I'm making a 10-cent, 25-cent video today. I'm going to be focusing on some really hyper-aggressive play and also on running some multi-street bluffs. I'm not just doing this because it's 10 cent, 25 cent, and who cares about a $25 buy-in, might as well mess around. I actually think that this style, or something close to it, is the optimal way to play these games to beat them for as much money as possible, because your opponents tend to be passive, tend not to adjust very well to how you're playing, and if they do adjust, tend to adjust poorly. So playing this hyper-aggressive style that would be exploitable in tougher games, I think is actually, and would be exploitable here, they're just going to fail to exploit it, and I think it's actually the best way to play these games. So I'm going to be opening almost any two cards on the button, pretty close to that loose from the cutoff, and raising tons of limps even from out of position. Even when I'm in the blinds and there are limpers, I'm going to be raising really wide, and I'm just going to be trying to win every pot post flop, betting at it on every street, not giving up unless I get raised for the most part. So let's start things off by raising up this 9-3 off on the button. Even playing as loose as I intend to be playing here, I'm going to be playing about 45-40, whereas in a normal game I might be playing, when I'm playing my normal stakes, I might be playing a lot closer to 25-20, so I'm going to be playing almost twice as loose. I raise up the 9-3, I get called by this very loose player from the small blind, continuation bet the flop. I turn a gut shot here. If I hadn't turned the gut shot, I might have given up there, but since I did, I'm going to bet the turn and shove the river. I don't think the turn bet in a vacuum shows a profit, but I think it sets up a profitable spot on the river, because I think the loose passive player like that is going to call the first two barrels really loose. He's going to call flop and turn with any pair, lots of draws, and is then going to fold the river with anything but a good ace. Re-raising this ace-jack off here. This guy seems kind of tight over the sample I have, but I imagine he's still opening somewhat loose in the cutoff, and will play poorly against the re-raise. So I got cold called by this real loose guy in the big blind. Flop comes bad for me. In a tougher game, I would check it back here, but like I said, I'm just going to be playing as aggressive as I possibly can here, and I'm going to c-bet the ace-jack. I stacked off the jack-10 there when I got raised on the flop. I think it's the right play. I could have called and maybe tried to get away on the turn, but I think stacking it off was the best choice with the straight draw there. I got called by top pair, but I think I'm going to take it down enough to show a profit on the play.